How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to show you liming the cubicles. So just head in here into our little lime house. So we got two big ton bags of lime and our bobman in this little shed by the cubicles. We also keep our pre-calving minerals in here as well. It's just handy having them right beside the cubicles. So I'm going to start off with the old shed, the old cubicles. There's some cows over there, some empties, some extra cows over there. I'm going to do them first because we were herd testing this morning, so they are out of it at the moment. I'll do it before I let them back in, and I'll have lunch then, and then I'll come back out and show you Bobman, the main cubicles. So the amount of lime that I'll fit into the little hopper here on the Bobman will usually do about 130 or 140 cubicles. Normally that's it all depends on how fast you drive really. You can put out as heavy as you want. When we're milking cows, we'll Bobman twice a day, so every time the cows are being milked when they go out, we'll Bobman. I might go a bit heavier in that case. At the moment all the cows are dry, we're just bobbing them once a day, and I usually aim for about roughly 140 cubicles because there's 138 cubicles in each section of the outdoor cubicles. There's 130 cubicles down the yard here, so when you're going for that 130, 140 speed, it works out fairly well. So down here in the old cubicles, we don't have any scrapers here, so we have to scrape them with the Bobman as well. But it works okay because these passages, they're quite narrow and quite short, so it works okay, especially in this shed here. This is called the 40 cubicles because there's two lines of 20, so 40 cubicles. And in the outdoor ones here, the old outdoor ones, there's 60 cubicles in there, so we call them the 60s. That's a bit slower scraping them, just you'll see the way it is. The passage is a small bit longer, and you have to scrape it down to a big area and then scrape it all sideways into the tank. So if we had a little tractor going with a scraper, it would be a bit quicker there, but for the 40s and the 30s, 30 cubicles down below, Bobman works great by itself there. So now that I've limed all of these cubicles here, I'm going to start scraping. So it's handy that all the cows are out because I was able to just lime the whole lot and then go scrape. Usually I'm kind of doing it in sections. Brush here folds up out of the way, so it's not, the bristles aren't dragging in the dung when it's starting to pile up in front of the scraper. Of course, we have our classic piece of baling twine here to keep it tied up out of the way. those lot of cubicles limed and scraped. We do that once a day. So why we lime the cubicles? Obviously with the brush will brush off any physical dirt that's there, dung and that. But the lime will increase the pH, so it'll stop bacteria from growing. So you're just reducing the bacterial count on the bed. So it's a cleaner place for the cows to lie down and reduce the risk of them picking up mastitis. So if we have milking cows on them, or if they're, which doesn't happen most of the time when the cows are milking, they're out in the field, but sometimes in the shoulders of the year you do have milking cows in the cubicles, particularly at the end of the year. The cows are leading up to just about to calf, they're springing up. We might do them twice a day just to make sure they're a bit cleaner, but normally for normal dry cows we do them once a day. And it's pretty handy going when you have the bobman. It's an easy enough job. So Dad's just bringing up the cows here. These are the ones that are in the 40 cubicles. So we have the empty cows are up in the 60 cubicles, and these are just they're in calf cows, but there's more than what can fit over there, so they're in the 40 cubicles here. So in these indoor cubicles, these are the oldest cubicles on the farm, and you can see that by the design of them, they're actually designed that they can lift up out the way in case a cow ever gets stuck in them. They can just lift up, makes it easier for getting them up. We don't have any mats in these cubicles because this was built before mats were really a thing in cubicles, and it was kind of the thinking was when they're indoor, the bit of dung and stuff on the beds anyway would build up and kind of create a cushion, but really you're better off having mats in from day one. So most modern sheds are built will have mats in them, and obviously outdoor cubicles definitely have mats because there's no chance for any dung or anything to build up. It'll just be washed away in the rain. We want to get mats put into these ones, and the 30s down below, the only other cubicles that have no mats, they are inside as well. So we were hoping to put mats in this year, but it just didn't get around to it this year. So next year definitely we'll put mats into these, but out of the 540 cubicles there's only 70 without it, so it's not too bad. So I'm just after a bit of lunch there now. I'm going to fill up the bobman again and head out into the main cubicles. I'm just down at the end of the cubicles that's near the silage pit and a little lime house. So rather than drive out and fill it up again, I'm just going to grab a bucket of lime, throw it in, keep me going. Sometimes a little bit of wind there now, and you'll see sometimes if a big wind comes along, it can kind of blow the lime a bit, and sometimes you might have to just do the brush separate and then come back with the lime, depending on which way it's blowing. But a lot of the time you'll get it fairly good, but all you can do is your best, really. So that's all for liming the cubicles, guys. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed, and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy New Year. See you in the next one.